Hey,
Hey.
here we are, guys. Welcome back to not scheduled, not enough thumbs.
You guys. So seriously, we're sorry. We try.
We do
It's been
try.
crazy. Our daughter dance recital this weekend, so our whole weekend was crazy.
It was only.
I don't know what happened Tuesday. What happened Tuesday?
I don't think we were home, and then
Something.
yesterday was a 12-hour event. So
On Friday.
quite literally,
Friday was rehearsal for said dance recital.
yeah.
So it was just crazy. We haven't really been home more than like 30 minutes a day. So it's been almost impossible for us to do a live.
It's okay. We still got all our marbles, and the recital was a lot of fun, despite some
No.
atmospheric challenges.
Yeah, like no AC with heat advisory style hot day.
Yeah, and rehearsal night, the AC was blasting and freezing people out. So
Crazy.
might have been on its last leg. I don't know.
That's what I'm guessing. The compressor probably went out. But
Yeah.
So we did not have a very big movie watching week, to say the least.
I have so many films for you tonight, guys. I can count them on one hand.
We can count them on two fingers.
Oh, what was the second one?
We had 13 Hours
Oh.
and Skyline.
What year did 13 Hours come
13
out?
Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, 2016.
Oh, how about that?
How about that? So,
Yoink.
I'm not joking. I watched maybe 10 minutes of this, and I was zonked out on the couch. So it's all you, baby.
Because it was, there's a lot in our days.
It was 13 hours past my bedtime.
Yeah, so this touches on the incident that occurred, it's like an anniversary, September 11th, 2012, I believe, where some U.S. sites were attacked in Libya. And it seems like they were, I really don't know too much about the facts about this story, what happened, why it happened. I didn't pay much attention at all to politics around that time, not like I do now. And so, but what it showed in the movie is that they were caught off guard, and so they had to scramble the special ops teams that they had on hand, and there was some reluctance to deploy them by, I think it was the local CIA personnel that were heading up that area over there. So a pretty intense movie, like great action scenes. I think. Oh, I can't remember the name of the series, but it stars the guy who is in a series. It's not Reacher. I forget what it is, but he's in there. He does a great job, and I think the action scenes are pretty well done, and just shows the chaos that is over there in the Middle East pretty well, and that they've always got to be on their toes. And
Fridge. That's this.
yeah, it just shows the craziness out there, and how that must have been just a devastating time for those that were not prepared, kind of holding themselves up in an area where it's you're hoping they're not coming for you, but they are, and they try to burn you alive where where you are, and but they were able to keep the forces at bay, and it's pretty much the entirety of the movie. So it was nonstop action the whole time, and just a brief introduction of characters at the very beginning. One guy is coming in. I forget where he's coming in from, but he is essentially new to the site, and they're getting threatened as soon as he is driving to their forward operating base. So I guess it's not really a forward operating base. It's where the CIA, I think, was operating out of. So I highly recommend this film. There's not, I put it up there probably with Lone Survivor or American Sniper, Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan's good.
Hacksaw Ridge, all pretty good ones, different eras. This one's a little bit more modern, kind of like the Covenant. I think took place, I want to say after the 2000s was supposed to be the time frame. So I would probably rate this one 8.5, 13 hours.
Okay, there you have it. I can't rate it. I watched 10 minutes, so would not be a fair rating for me. But all right. So then the other one was a different type of war movie. It was not humans fighting humans, not both.
Oh, well, you said and.
Options. Humans fighting humans. This one is humans getting completely obliterated by aliens.
It kind of reminds me, it's a combination of a few things. The creatures themselves look like the Sentinels from The Matrix, those flying heads with beady eyes and tentacles behind them.
But these looked almost 100% robotic.
They're robotic,
other than the goo
absolutely.
That was in their little whatever
it's
that
kind
was.
of a mix, but definitely like a hard shell robotic kind of thing. And
really weird. But they ate brains. They ate people's brains.
So that's kind of like a zombie aspect.
It was weird.
Mixed in with, and they came down almost like a War of the Worlds fashion with Tom Cruise with those beams of light. And they showed up there, and I think the unique aspect was how the humans were attracted to the light they emitted, and it kind of drew them in, only to be clawed and eaten by them.
Or with the one guy that it kept turning his face weird, but then he would go back to normal. So what was it doing there? I don't know. So confusing.
Some seem more susceptible than others, I guess.
So it wasn't, the plot wasn't really clear. What the aliens were doing to the people when their faces did that change wasn't really clear. I mean, it was clear when they grabbed people and sucked their brains out. That part was clear. But other than that, I don't know. It was just really weird. I thought it was weird.
I had seen this before, but it had been years ago,
and you chose to watch it again?
I thought I enjoyed it. I thought, hey, this was a good one. But I didn't really care about any of the characters in this one. Were you?
No.
There was.
I mean, it didn't really give a story plot, so it didn't really give a connection to the characters.
Yeah, it was. They took off, running from the get-go, kind of like the first Cloverfield movie, which was kind of an alien invasion. Everybody gets disturbed, and now they're just trying to stay alive.
Right.
So that's what everybody's trying to do in here, and except I thought that film was a little bit more appealing.
I mean, the way humans actually survived.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that one. Mm-hmm. This one, there were no humans left.
And the ending was kind of left a question where, okay, well, I guess this guy, his brain had gotten sucked out and then fed to a drone that didn't have a brain, one of these drone aliens, and then he kind of took over that drone almost like Avatar from the movie Avatar, because the couple got sucked up into the ship.
So then he, I guess in his alien-y way, told the one human girl who was pregnant with his baby that he was going to keep her safe.
Yeah, with some physical gestures with his limbs.
Right, because alien can't talk.
Yeah.
He did the...
Yeah. And
with his alien hands.
Held her belly and...
Weird.
And she says, "What's your face?"
Jared?
I can't remember his name. What?
Jared,
yeah.
Or Gerald, or it was something like that. I don't know. See, we couldn't even get the characters' names. That's how impressed we were by them.
Yeah, they were kind of empty characters for the most part. They were just young adults and having a fun birthday party, and that's kind of that. There was a little bit of conflict in there, I guess, because one guy had 2 girlfriends. Well, that's not going to work.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They just kind of got picked off, and some of the special effects were a little not as polished in some parts of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I would recommend it.
No, I wouldn't watch it again at all.
If you want to see an alien invasion film, like what would be a good one that?
I don't know, Independence Day was good.
Yeah.
This one wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Alien invasion. Yeah.
I don't know. I would probably give this one a 3.
I was gonna give it 4.5.
Oh well, there you go. 3 to 4.5.
Kind of okay, but yeah.
Kind of okay.
It doesn't make that I would recommend Threshold.
Absolutely not. So we would not give this one 2 thumbs up.
So remember, we watch things for you, so that
you don't have to waste your time.
Yeah.
All right. So don't waste your time on Skyline.
So we still have a little bit of June left.
We have a month.
No idea what next month's theme is
We have
yet,
a week left.
We are hoping to knock out a few more films, and we will be talking to you on the road next week. Hopefully from a hotel room. A cozy hotel room.
Not sure on the time because it is Dance Nationals competition. We will be airing from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yep.
So you'll get to see us from a whole nother state. And we don't know the time, though. So we will have to, once we figure out our schedule from there, maybe we can post ahead of time and let you guys know when we'll be able to come on. But all right. So like, subscribe.
And ding the notification bell.
Why is my face behind the... Wow. So like, subscribe, and ding it.
You don't want to miss our unpredictable, unscheduled shows.
You're not helping us.
We'll try to do better, guys. I'm trying to keep us sold. Come on, subscribers.
Yeah, so we're sorry. we're gonna get it together. I mean, we have it together. We just have too much.
We're gonna get it together. Or
we're gonna try, at least. We're not making promises because life with 4 kids is a little crazy.
Yeah,
but
we are just here to hopefully interact with some of you guys, and it's just something that we enjoy to do.
Yes.
We are not. Was it Siskel and Ebert? Is that who those critics were from? Back in our day. I
guess so. Yeah. But yeah, we enjoy this, so we hope that you enjoy watching us and our craziness.
Yeah.
Give us suggestions on movies. We have 1 more week of war movies. We have one we're picking up from the library that we had really been wanting to watch that wasn't available streaming. So I'm going to pick that up tomorrow.
Epic films, and I think the second one is streaming. So hint, hint, there are 2.
And it's based on a book. There is a whole book, and I have said book. I have not read it yet.
Yeah. I think Ben Shapiro gave positive reviews on this film, so... So
we're going to give them a shot, and hopefully we'll get them in this week, and that will be part of our Saturday review.
It's going to be a doozy.
Indeed.
So have a good week, guys, and we hope to bring some content to you Tuesday. We have a movie already set for Tuesday that we watched in the theater. That was the one we were going to review for you last Tuesday, and then we weren't home, so
life. So that'll be this Tuesday.
Yeah.